Well, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do anyway? Hey, it's Kid Friday. It is show number 228. We do this show because you are a kid in a digital world. I'm Dave, and I had to get these glasses, and I paid for the anti-glare, but I'm not convinced that. How do you know? It's like this rust proofing under the car. Do they put it under there? I don't know. Hey, we do the show because you are a kid in a digital world. Here's what we're covering on this Kid Friday, Kids Technology podcast viewed in over 200 countries around the world. Wow. We're going to have some fun. A couple of blocks from here, there was an art fair. All right. Is that technology? Kind of. We'll talk about that. Doesn't matter. We like to talk about fun stuff. Did you go to McDonald's last week and get and get that coin? We're going to talk about this coin and how people are trying to sell this coin on eBay that they gave away for one day, and trying to monetize on that. Wow, you get a free coin, and I pulled something up. We'll take a look at that. It's kind of interesting. Amazon, a couple of years ago, they launched a storytelling chat kind of a thing, and they just made it free. So if you are an Amazon person, we'll tell you about that. What else do we have? I'm looking at my notes here. WhatsApp. If you are a WhatsApp user, they now have group videos. Yes, you can do group videos with WhatsApp. And WhatsApp. WhatsApp with you? Nothing? Okay. And we're going to throw in all sorts of stuff. I've got some more stuff. You know what? There's an icon that popped up that kind of gives a clue about the next iPad. We'll discuss that briefly. It may be a clue into what's going on there with iOS 12. Okay, never know. Have you ever stolen music? Downloaded music offline or something, or stuff that you shouldn't be doing. A lot of people do that, and it's up to. Sometimes the ISP or the internet service provider, like big time cheaters, they can find them and they can shut them down, and they don't sometimes. And there's a lawsuit that's going on right now. The record companies are suing a cable company because they're not shutting down the accounts of these users who massively illegally download tons of stuff, and so hopefully we'll get to that. And Facebook, this is not for you, okay? But these dating apps are really popular now, I guess. And Facebook is like, we should have our own, right? Okay. So they're going to. A lot of other fun stuff. And you know what? A quick, a never-before-seen photo of right here, Studio C, because we've been doing the show from Studio C a lot lately. And we'll give you a kind of a perspective look of where I'm sitting, what I'm looking at, and who knows what else. But we do the show because you're a kid in the digital world. Hope you're having fun with your tech. And let's get this show going. Are you ready?
Hit it. Oh!
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I love computers. I have an iPod. I'm a gadget freak. I like to play with my display. I do it every day. I have awesome technique. Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I love this stuff, can't you see? Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I'm a kid who's in love with technology. Kid Friday.
I'm having some weird stuff go on right now. I'm just saying. Kid Friday, brought to you by Story Cup Video Picture Books. This is the ultimate of books. video picture books, you can go to storycub.com and watch for free video stories. And there's like a story of the day, and it's awesome, depending on which one it is. But I would say about 97% are, I'd say about 97.5% are awesome. And you can watch, you can sign up, and you can do all sorts of stuff. It's free. It is story time anytime. It is, oh man, bedtime. You know, I got to tell you, I've been staying up late watching some YouTube stuff, you know, because I have it on that auto thing, and it just goes one into another. And finally I learned to, you know what, I have a timer that I can set on my TV to turn off, because I'm snoozing and then like TV's on all night. So I set that timer for 120 minutes. That's as much as it'll go. 2 hours. I'm thinking I'm probably asleep about 20 minutes in, but just in case. Anyway, back to Story Cub. All right, real people reading stories to you. That's right, real people, and it is viewed in over 200 countries around the world, loved by many. It is parent recommended. It is educator approved, and best of all, it's a sponsor of Kid Friday. So support them. That means you're supporting us. Go to storycub.com, check it out. Also on iTunes podcasts. And we want to thank them. Story Cub. Love the Cub. Thank you so much for being a sponsor here on Kid Friday. I wonder if this is going to work. I'm wondering if it is. On Kid Friday. All right, just so you know, we don't do any editing here. Right when that music stopped, I just start talking. And so here we are in Studio C. So Studio C. I threw a picture. I took a picture of Studio C, and you can kind of see what I'm looking at. I can see what you're looking at. This shirt is a little too busy, I think. And the lighting's not so good because it's nighttime. Maybe not where you are, though, right now. Probably not. Maybe, huh? All right, so let's take a look here. I'm going to move things around. I can do that. Look at that. I just did that. Let's take a look at Studio C. There you go. That's what I'm looking at right now. So, if you want to know anything about this, if you have any questions, I suppose I could take the marker that I do sometimes. Let me take that. Let's grab that. Why not? What the heck? What the heck? Why not? This is a microphone. Get that? That microphone is that I'm using here is it's an Electro Voice RE27. That's right. It's an RE27 microphone. So the RE27. So the Electro Voice RE20 is pretty much the standard at radio stations around the world. Or the Shure SM7. Okay, so if you walk into any radio station, any studio around anywhere that records voice or vocals or it's a radio station, where you're either going to see an RE20 which is an Electro Voice RE20. Which looks very similar to this. It's just gray. This has a little silver on it. Or a Shure SM7. I didn't pull up a picture of that. I'm sorry. Now, this is the RE, not the RE20, but the RE27. And that Ryan Seacrest uses the RE27, as do a few other people. And Kid Friday, lucky enough to have an Electro Voice RE27 that was purchased many long time ago. With that said, can you hear me okay? All right, so there you go. That's the RE27 you're looking at. Am I writing on this? No, right. Am I? Trying to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the. Can I do that? Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. That's the RE27. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we got to go back to the picture. That's what we got to do. There we go. So now this is the. Let's see. I can do the little paint. This is the Aphex right there. The Aphex 230 master channel. All right, you got your BBE sonic maximizer. All right, you got yourself a mixing board there. You got yourself some speaker monitors. If I had those on right now, they would be feeding back. Here, should I turn one on? Should I turn one on? Would you like to? Why not? Because we are just having fun. Let's turn one up. Oh, did you hear that? Woo-hoo. Okay, I heard that one. Won't be doing that again. Just saying. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? We've got some other equipment. This is an Apogee Duet, which is digital audio converters, which helps us take the signal and turn it into a form that can go into the MacBook Pro right there. All right, so there you go. Any other questions? Any other comments, critiques? The program right here actually is GarageBand. I took a picture of that. We're using a different program than that to record Kid Friday. So that's what I'm looking at right now, pretty much, except for a different screen. But that's what I'm looking at. So now you know what I'm looking at. So that's what I'm looking at. Now I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me. It reminds me of a song. Okay, so let's get into some stuff. All right, before we get into some tech stuff, there's WhatsApp, which Facebook owns, by the way, a group video. That's kind of cool. A lot of fun stuff. Okay, so about 2 blocks from here, literally 2 blocks. I've been going to this forever. There's an art show, right? It's called the Uptown Art Fair, and the Uptown Art Fair went on this past weekend, and traffic right around here was nuts. Oh. It is, so this year was the 55th. It just ended today. It was the 55th annual Uptown Art Fair in Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. 350 artists and a lot of food trucks and beverages and culinary arts and outdoor performance stage and all sorts of stuff like that. But it's an art show, and it is a lot of fun. Unless you live a couple blocks away and you need to drive your car, because it's crazy. One thing I'll show you. Actually, I did, because I love to ride bikes, and there's just like an awesome bike trails around here. And today I took out my Fixie. I think I put a picture in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, there it is, right there in the down there in the garage. That's what I rode today on the bike path. It was a lot of fun. Had a really nice ride, and it was beautiful out and warm, a little windy, and you know what? It was windy. I kind of go on this loop thing, whatever, but it was windy going out, and so I'm like, you know what? That's all right, because it's gonna be a lot easier coming back in, although it's different directions. Anyway, took that out today. And much better way of transportation as opposed to driving your car around this area while the what? Yeah, that's right. The Uptown Art Fair is going on. Now, in case you don't know, I'm a big fan of vinyl records. And behind me, back there, I made that rack. There, I found online. I found directions on how you can make a rack to hold your records. And it holds about 550 records. That's just part of my collection. I have a lot more. But I like to flip through the records because reading them on the side is it's cool, but it's and I'm turning my head and everything. But at the Uptown Art Fair, I found this guy. This guy had a booth. Here, this is his business card. I love this. Greg Turco Photography. Okay, right. So I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to show you his booth. So this is so 350 artists, like 350 different booths like this, tents or whatever set up. And this guy has pictures of albums that are or cassettes or 8 tracks or whatever, and they're really, really cool. And I probably should have tried to maybe bring that in a little closer, but those are just vinyl records all lined up. And I asked him, I said, so how'd you do it? I was talking to him, I was like, is this a painting? Is it a photograph or what? He said, it's a photograph. And I said, wow, if you need more records, I got plenty. He says, no, I got plenty too. So I got plenty. But it's, what a great idea. It's really cool. I'll use this again. This right here, that piece of art right there was, I did the wrong area. It was, I think, like $265 or $300 or $360, I forget. Nonetheless, I said, cool idea. And then I took one of his cards, which looks just like that picture. I don't know if you can see that, but that's his card. And his name is, I'll give him a shout out, Greg, because people from all over the country come to this. It's the 55th annual. It's big. It's big. Greg Turco, Turco, Greg Turco Photography. And you can go to turcophotography.com. So that's TURCO photography.com. And he's got books. So if you like books, he's got books all stacked. But they're so you have to really see it. It's so vibrant. It's like really, really cool. Because I see a lot of art. People have their own taste in art, and I can, everybody has their own thing. There's a lot of glass and stuff like that. I was like, man, someone gonna knock into that and tip that over. But anyway, that was one thing that I thought was cool. Now these food trucks, lots of food trucks there, and people hawking you whatever it is they're doing. So that's that. Okay, so that's about all I'm going to show you, really, from the 55th annual Uptown Art Fair. Too huge, too big. I didn't, and on top of it, I wasn't thinking. I didn't take any pictures for Kid Friday. I just took it to that booth because wow, that's cool. Okay. Anyway, if you have an art fair where you are, if there's any kind of art, outdoor, because there's like a ton in this city where I live in. There's I don't know how many throughout the summer. So there's a bunch. There's a bunch going on. And if you have an opportunity to just go browse and look around, it's free and you can check things out. It's you can maybe learn to appreciate some. I'm sure whatever it is you like, you might find something that inspires you. Put it that way. So there you go there. So now as we move on, let's see. That's how, we should talk about this iOS 12 because check out this logo. All right. Do you see that? What is that? Does anyone know? Does anybody know? Does anybody have a clue? Well, this icon was found on iOS 12. It shows an iPad with a really thin bezel and no home button or notch or anything. So people are speculating that this icon, all right, because there's rumors about everything. And I think, matter of fact, this came from Mac Rumors. Or no, 9 to 5 Mac actually, 9 to 5 Mac. I wrote a story about this. And it's, everyone says they're expecting an update on the iPad Pro line later this year. And rumors suggest no home button, Face ID, thinner bezels for the next iPhone and the next iPad. So so iOS 12 is in developer beta 5 right now. I have a developer account. I can get in there and see what's going on. But it seems some people think it confirms a new bezel-less iPad coming out this fall. In other words, I was going to say in other words, and I was going to grab an iPad. I've got everything here but an iPad. Here's a tablet. Hey, here's a tablet. Here's a small little tablet. I got a Samsung. Here's a tablet, and I'm not sure where the iPad is, but so let's use this as an example, and I'm just going to take the case off of this so we know exactly what we're talking about. So I'm just going to hold this part up. So basically, with no bezel, this would be the bezel, or let's just say the orange is the bezel, and let's say none of that was. So basically, the screen goes to the edge. The complete iPad, the rumor is gonna just be an entire screen, kind of like, I guess kind of like this, without this is an iPhone 6 Plus. Okay, so in other words, all the real estate on the iPad, it's going to be a screen. Wow, that's the big rumor. And no home button. Where's the home button? How do you turn it on? What do you do? Is it? I don't know. Does it? People say that you can turn it. You know what? The rumor. Face ID. You want to turn it on? You look at it, and it scans your eye, and it opens up. Wow. I have no problem, by the way, turning on an iPad or a phone or anything on and off. It's pretty easy. You just hit a button, whatever. Although I do like the fingerprint recognition. Okay, so that's some really interesting kind of things going on with potentially based on an icon, based on an icon. But not me, because I don't know. But there's a lot of people think that based on that icon, that Face ID to open it up, no bezel, also all sorts of stuff. There's a bunch more that people are speculating on. There's always so much speculation. And as I previously mentioned, Apple, along with Samsung, all these companies, and Android phones, Android stuff, Apple stuff, whatever, they like to release new phones and new devices just in time for the holidays. Or Black Friday, actually, now. So usually you hear about it in October, early November. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated here on Kid Friday on the latest official announcements. Everybody goes wacky on the rumors, though. Right now, is what they do. They like to do that. So, okay. So let us move on. I'm thinking. Hey, did I show you my bike? Boy, I had a lot of fun today on that bike. Biking's good for you, and I love to listen to music whilst riding. And I have I use my iPhone Bluetooth with a Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth earplugs, and but I always only put one in my right ear because it's very important to hear everything around you. And there's so many people and bikes and traffic and everything else. So I don't have it too loud, but I do like to listen to a little music whilst on the ride. But you should never be riding and because then you kind of lose where you, and then all of a sudden bad things could happen. So anyway, good assortment. Hit shuffle on Spotify and on one of my playlists, and good stuff. It kept me riding, kept me going. All right. I forgot to bring the menu over here. It's over there. But I walked past this new restaurant. They have ramen. I have to go check that out. Yeah. See that again? Yeah. All right. Okay, so what's up with this McDonald's thing? This is kind of technology because they use technology to promote it. Now, this was last week, so if you didn't get in on it, it's too late, okay? But this is kind of a really interesting story, and so let me show you this coin. We'll take a look at that, and it's an interesting promotion that they did, and now people are trying to. Wow. Anyway, they had a limited edition MacCoin, and that was on August 2nd. And they've come up with some interesting promotions in the past, but nothing like this. Anyway, it started at lunchtime on August 2nd. Customers who purchased a Big Mac received a MacCoin at participating locations in the United States. The coins can be redeemed for a free sandwich, and they are valid until the end of the year at participating locations around the world. Now, it's the 50 years of the Big Mac, okay? 50 years. So, what's so interesting about that? It could be a coupon. They could just give you a coupon. Here's a coupon. Come back. No, but it's a coin. So what do people... It's like the first thing that I thought of. What do people like to do with like limited edition stuff? And they put it on eBay, right? They put it on eBay. And look at this. Huh? You think they're going to get it? Now, I saw prices all over the place. I grabbed this one because I thought... you're a wackadoodle. $250. Now, for $250, and they're charging $3.50 shipping, you think you'd throw in free shipping, wouldn't you? If you're going to get $250 for that. There are other ones that are on auction starting at 99 cents, and there are some that are $12.50. I happened to find this one that was $250. And it's from someone in Colorado, Central City, Colorado. And it's sealed. Ooh. You'd really have to be a McDonald's fan to be eating that one up, pun intended. So that's the coin. That's the MacCoin. I didn't know about it. Had I known about it, I would have told you, but I don't follow McDonald's news because I'm just going to say it straight up. I don't think their food is good for you or healthy. I know they're trying with the apples they did at one time or whatever, but that's whatever. All right. Fries are really good, though. And you know what? Speaking of that, I think did I talk about this on the last show? Okay, so there's a McDonald's. I just thought of this. I should have taken a picture of that. There's a McDonald's a few blocks from here. Everything's a few blocks from here. And they maybe you've been in one of these McDonald's. So the counter's right here, and then over here, there's a kiosk. And there's like maybe four different kiosks. And I went in, I was going to go to an order, and someone said, no, you have to order from the kiosk. So I walk over there, and she said, I did mention this. She didn't know what she was doing. She wasn't trained properly. So I don't blame her. And we couldn't figure it out, and I just said, forget it, But so the idea is, literally the counter's right there, though. And you're right here, and you punch in what you want, And then I guess, because I don't know, then I guess I don't know, do you pay there? Do you pay at the counter? Where do you pick it up? I don't know how it works because they didn't know how it worked, and because they just opened it. They just remodeled it, and they put these, so maybe, I don't know. The counter was right there. It was like right there. And I was just going to get like a shake. Huh. Okay. That's technology for you. Right? How about your McDonald's experience? Let us know. Seriously. Go on our Facebook page at Kid Friday. Join us. Because we want to start giving stuff away as soon as you hit a certain number. Join us on the Kid Friday Facebook page. Join Kid Friday on Instagram, on YouTube. Join whatever, and because the more you, the better your chances, right? The more you subscribe to, the better your chances. And on iTunes, if you could give us a review, if you use iTunes to watch Kid Friday, if you give us a review, we'd really appreciate it. Write a review out and put your first name in, first name only, and last initial, and where you're from. And you can write anything else too. Write hi, write a question, whatever. And that could be a way as well. So now let's move on. I never go in order. What's up with this coin though for $250? And they have the kahunas to charge $3.50 shipping. I should, you know what? Let's see if this works. I'm gonna look really quick here. As of this taping right now, I'm gonna go Mac. The MacCoin here. And there are, so right now there are 1,338 listings for the McDonald's Big Mac coin. Okay? And there's a bunch that, let's see, $12.99 plus $3.50, right? $9.50 plus $1 shipping. Someone has $50. Okay. Now I'm going to look in eBay. You can actually go in and you can look and see what actually sold. And if it did sell, how much it actually sold for. So I'm going to tell you right now. Some have sold. Wow. Okay. One sold as of the taping right now. One sold today for $32. Another one sold today for $9. Another one sold for $51. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. Time out. Those, okay, what I said is correct. And then someone had 5 of them listed, and they sold for $51. So maybe maybe you could resell those, perhaps. Someone sold another 5 for $50 today. A lot of sales today. 8. Okay, so someone had it for $8.50 plus $3 shipping. Another one sold on eBay at auction. I mean, literally, I don't know how many sold today, but a lot. And I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to say, can I see the lowest that was actually sold? No, I don't think so. But I'm going to just scroll through. I probably can, but $22. No, I'm talking about single coin now. And I'm talking sealed because some of them were opened. And okay, $60. Someone sold 5 of them for. Let's see, one of them sold for $14. One sold today for $30 plus $3.50 shipping. That's pretty amazing. $62 for four or five of them. You never know. And just, you know what? I'm just going to share this story with you because just this past week, every once in a while, I'll list something on the old eBay, and I had this brand spanking new, full color graphic, awesome AC/DC t-shirt. AC/DC is a band, And this is brand new. I've had it. I got it in 1992. Brand new. And I researched trying to find a price. And this is weird because, wow. So I listed it, and I sold it in less than 1 minute. And it was at 2:11 in the morning. I sold this AC/DC shirt. I listed it, and boom, someone bought it. Now, I don't like to do auctions. I like to do buy it now. And someone bought it for $500. That's what I had it listed at. And I communicated back and forth, and they were really excited because it is a rare T-shirt. I didn't know it at the time. I had to do some research. But they bought the T-shirt for $500. So thank you, and enjoy your shirt. So there you go. If you want to sell something on eBay, I don't know why I'm getting to eBay, but if you look up something and you see all this stuff, and then go in the if you scroll down, you can get into a section that says completed sales. And then you can see what, if you have the same thing, what it actually sold for, if it's sold or not, because the ones that have sold are in green, so you can see that. So, and then it gives you an idea of kind of what to list it at. And I don't know. I don't know all the time. I did a couple auction ones, and they just didn't work. Anyway, as we move on, can we move on? Let's talk about WhatsApp. Let's talk about people. There are people out there that pirate, I guess it's called pirating, movies and music and all sorts of stuff. And there are certain programs that these cable companies know about. And I don't know anything about this particular cable company. I'm just telling you that this Cox Cable. You know about the Cox Cable? I don't know about them. I'm not familiar with them. I don't have cable. I have internet. I have Apple TV and internet. I watch a lot of YouTube. Because I like the PBS NewsHour more than anything else. A little shout out to the PBS NewsHour. So, a group of major record labels, including Sony, Universal, and Warner Brothers, has filed a piracy liability lawsuit against internet provider Cox Communications, in common with a previous case filed by BMG. That's the Brooklyn Music Group. They accuse them of turning a blind eye to persistent pirates, with more than 10,000 copyrighted works listed in this lawsuit. The potential damages exceed $1 billion. $1 billion. So for more than a decade, these copyright holders, people write music and things, and they're compensated for that, and record labels and all this stuff. They've been sending the takedown notices to Cox. And, what's interesting about these takedown notices is it depends on what how your credibility and this and that. For example, I have the trust of Google, which owns YouTube, to send a takedown notice, and it will be taken down. I don't have to send it to a person or anything like that. I don't even have to send it to YouTube. I have to mark it for takedown, and it is automatically taken down. I think they don't even look at it, because I have a lot of copyrighted stuff up there myself, different things. But this Cox, they've been inundated, right, with all these takedown notices, and they haven't done anything. And so for years, these music companies have been sending, hey, you got to take, you know what? This is so under U.S. law, providers must terminate the accounts of repeat infringers in appropriate circumstances, and increasingly they're being held to the standard. And Cox Communications has been really the prime target right now in federal court, and they were ordered to pay $25 million in damages to this music publisher BMG, while while it was overturned on appeal. So now it's back. And they don't want 25 million. They want $1 billion. And there's a lot of labels that are getting together that technically could be considered competitors, but they think they're all getting ripped off, which they are. And when you have people that are blatant cheaters, their accounts should be taken down. So during a 601-day period, Cox subscribers' IP addresses, there's a particular one. He had 142 infringement notices sent on 116 separate days. So they send repeat warnings to these people, but they don't take them down. These people just continue to do what they... During a 539-day period, Cox subscribed. There was a subscriber with an IP. See, right now, if you're on the internet, you have an address, kind of like it's like your home address. You know, you live at 2554 or whatever, or you live at whatever, but you are identified with your IP address, which is your internet protocol address, and it's usually like one, or well, it could be. It's a string of numbers in with some dots, 169.22 or whatever, and that identifies you and your account. So if you're at someone else's house and you do something cheaty, then they would get blamed. Shouldn't do that. So according to the record labels, it's pretty clear that Cox ignored repeated copyright infringements and believes that the ISP, the internet service provider, is liable for this. And so the complaint lists 10,000 musical works, means a potential claim is huge. With a maximum of $150,000 per work, the case could, in theory, cost Cox Cable $1.5 billion. So they're just not, they're being sent these takedown notices, and they're not doing anything according to this complaint. So that's that. Let's see, what was I looking for? Did I not put that up here? Well, let's talk about this. Amazon, this used to be a subscription fee of $2.99 a month, and currently it is now free. Amazon Rapids, it's a chat fiction, encourages kids to read by presenting stories in the form of a text message conversation. So again, like I said, it was a subscription model, and now it is free. Launched in November of 2016, it was meant to capitalize on kids' interest in chat fiction apps like Hooked, Yarn, Tap, and others, which tend to cater to a slightly older teenage crowd. And so Amazon Rapids is aimed at kids ages between 5 and 12, and it's kind of silly, fun stuff. Not as silly and fun as Story Cup, because Story Cup rocks. But we're going to give a shout out to Amazon Rapids. It's ranked pretty low on the App Store. It's ranked at 1,105 for iPhone downloads in the education category, and number 1,001 on the iPad. Highest it's ever reached is 65. By the way, I want to thank you so much, because in kids and family video podcasts on iTunes, Kid Friday, currently number 8. That's right, number 8. Story Cup's number 10. Wow. Congratulations, Story Cup, and thanks to you for spreading the word on Kid Friday, watching and sharing. Love that. Amazon, education category. What are they ranked at? 1001. Okay, but it's free now, so maybe that'll change because people like free stuff. I know I do. I don't like to pay for apps. I paid for one app, and I really like it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I like it. All right, so that's I had that on the screen the whole time. That Amazon Rapids. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get into the WhatsApp. WhatsApp. It reminds me of this show, What's Happening, that I talked. My friend Gary was on the show once, and we talked about what's happening. So WhatsApp. If you are, and again, you need to get your parent or guardian, somebody's permission before you use any of this stuff that we're talking about here on Kid Friday. We're just reporting on it. But WhatsApp, they have a new group video calling feature, and it's live right now. So Facebook had this F8 developer conference in May and said they were going to be bringing this, making it live, and it's coming. And now it is. It's actually here. So WhatsApp says the feature is live for users around the globe on iOS and Android right now. Literally right now. The group calling feature supports up to 4 people simultaneously, regardless of where those people are. So there could be someone in China, someone in Australia, someone in England, someone in Studio C. We could all be chatting and looking at each other. The company says it engineered the feature to work under less than the stellar network conditions, so you can video chat a friend or family member from a far-flung place as long as you can get yourself online. Calls are also end-to-end encrypted like all chats are on the platform. Encrypted. All I can say is don't believe any of that stuff, because all of a sudden, someone broke our encryption. Not that you would say anything bad or anything. I think it's cool. You know what? You're planning a party. You're doing something. You got 4 people on the screen. Well, yourself and 3 others. And you're yapping about, or maybe, why does that picture show 5? It does, doesn't it? It's showing 5 right here. That one helps. I mean, do that. Maybe it's better just to go like this. I don't know, but that's the deal with that. So, according to what I'm reading, what I found, it supports up to 4 people. So anyway, WhatsApp announced earlier this year that they have 1.5 billion monthly active users. That's a lot of users, my friend. And I dealt with an app developer. And that's how I found out about WhatsApp, because the app developer that I was working with lives in Egypt, of all places. Isn't that this whole world? It's like we're all, just, we're like all next door neighbors. So he said, let's go. He knew all about WhatsApp. I didn't at the time. And he said, let's get a WhatsApp account, and then we can talk to each other. And he kept asking me, he said, let me ask you, he says, how is my English? Do I speak good English? It was very important. And he spoke great English. I said, your English is amazing, because I can't speak Arabic, and I can't say one word. So, and his English is really good. But he was honing in on the English language. So a lot of people watch Story Cub, I heard. I was talking to someone over at Story Cub, and I guess it's in over 200 countries, because a lot of people in countries use it to help them learn the English language. They listen to the stories and the pronunciations and everything. And so that's that. So anyway, if you want, if you are old enough and have have permission, this WhatsApp can now do group video chat. Thank you. That is news right here from the old Kid Friday. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Did I say? I bet I always say stuff we're going to talk about, and then I somehow forget. Oh, excuse me. You're not old enough to date, okay? If you are in the demographic that Kid Friday viewers are, you're not old enough to date. With that said, there are a lot of these dating apps out there, and I guess they're making a lot of money. And Facebook was kind of looking at that and going, wow, these dating apps, whatever they are, they're making a lot of money. So they said, you know what? We should come out with our own. Why should we, you know what? Wow, we should come out with our own. So people who work for Facebook have been testing this out over the past months. And they have been making fake accounts intentionally, and employees of Facebook and fake dating profiles and doing all sorts of stuff. It's called Facebook dating, and it'll allow you to create a separate profile for dating. Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who use these dating app things. But they've been really trying to find any and all faults before it is released, and it's going to be released. When is it going to be released? Not sure. Pretty soon. They're testing it though. That's good that they're testing it. Just saying. You want to see this graphic again? Look at that. You like that? It's a broken heart. Oh, that's not good. That wouldn't be good for a dating app. A broken heart. Oh, hold on. I see it. Never mind. Because you know what? Here. There's a heart right there. It's not broken. Or that one right there. I had my eyes on this one right here in the middle. That's why. Okay. So there you go. All right. Listen. I'm going to wrap things up. Now, we'd love to hear from you. And the best way to go join us on our Facebook page. Just go to Facebook. Search Kid Friday, all right? We don't promote it, so we're starting to promote it. Get on there. Join us. We have stuff. Companies send us stuff to review, and we like to give it away, and we like to give it away to you. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, all right? Instagram. I think we have an Instagram account. I don't know if there's ever been anything on it, but you can join it and there's another chance. In iTunes, write a review about Kid Friday and just put your first name, last initial, whatever. All right, and you can also watch Kid Friday at kidfriday.com, but there's nothing on the website to join us or register. Maybe we should do that. Couple hundred shows ago. All right, doesn't matter. It's all about fun. We're having fun. And thanks to Story Cub for being a sponsor here of Kid Friday. And we like to end with the beginning. So thank you so much for joining us on show number 228. And we're going to wrap this up in under an hour. Are you sleeping yet? Did you actually listen to this? What's interesting is if where did I see that? I went and looked. Hold on, I'm gonna take a look here for a second. I was just checking out where Kid Friday is, and in other words, some people just listen to it. Okay, it is in video form, but you can also listen to it in audio form, and so it's on iTunes. You can get it on the website at kidfriday.com. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on player.fm, on Stitcher, on the Stitcher app, on the Overcast app, on the Acast, Castbox, Podbay.fm. Never heard of these things. What are they doing? Are they putting commercials in while and making money? I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But wow, all of a sudden, it's like Kid Friday's everywhere. You're watching it. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to have some great guests on here, too. We'll have to have kids on here talking about stuff. This is a 2018 Kid Friday production, all rights reserved. KidFriday.com production, all rights reserved. You want the disclaimer? I did it before. I can find it. Don't mess with us. That's what I always say, right? Don't mess with us, or we'll mess with you. All rights reserved for personal use only. A public performance license must be obtained before viewing this and any content from KidFriday.com in venues including, but not limited to, public libraries, private clubs, and religious and or educational institutions. Hey, I didn't write that. Talk to you on the next show. Share this with your friends. Join us on all these social media platforms if you are allowed to use them. And we'll talk to you on the next show. Really, I'm Dave. Can't thank you enough for joining us. I really mean that. We've got a lot of loyal, not fan. I don't like to use the word fan. Loyal followers of Kid Friday. We like to help spread the Kid Friday love, and we like to close with the beginning. All right, we'll talk to you in the next show. And if the audio is a little weird on this one, I'm sorry, but work that out later.
Hit it. Oh!
Let's get this party started.